Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show.
Good evening. Welcome to our show tonight.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to ride.
Are we this demented as a race?
And great fun for the whole family.
But we're not just ordinary people.
Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show /
The Static Hour.
I'm your host, Andy.
I'm your host, Rick Bravo.
Welcome to the show. Today we got a very special episode. Rick was hitting me up. He told me he wants me on the Static Hour, and I told him I want him on the Crimson Comedy Show. So I told him, remember when you were watching cartoons when you were little, or Power Rangers, whatever, and the Ninja Turtles showed up? I was like, let's do that. Let's join forces, join universes. So here we are, the very special episode, the collab, the Crimson Comedy Show / the Static Hour. Here it is.
Let's go. For this special moment, I hope I don't look that douchey with glasses on. Ricky Molina probably had shades on, right?
And he was drunk.
Like a drunk Mexican Bob Dylan and shit. You know what? I don't feel comfortable wearing glasses. I'm gonna take this shit off.
Oh, you got glasses under the glasses?
Yeah.
How long you
keep
been
it-
wearing? I didn't even know you wore glasses. How long you been wearing glasses?
Man, when my doctor said you can't, when the fucking cop said I need fucking glasses. But no, it's been
Your
like
third DUI.
Oh, dude, I beat that. That's a story for another time. But yeah, no, man, it's been like years. I've always needed glasses, but I just never wore them, and then I needed them to drive, and then yeah,
I noticed I needed glasses. Like I'd be driving, and my eyes just could get really tired when I was driving. I thought I was just getting old. And then my girl was at the DMV getting her license, and I was just there with her. And they make you take the eye test.
Mhm.
I was just fucking around and I tried it, and then like when I covered one eye, it was fine, and when I covered the other eye, it was fucking blurry as fuck, and I was like, oh no. Like,
my right eye is shot for shit, man.
yeah, I
So
think it's my left eye that's fuck. I have
yeah, look at
I
us.
have astigmatism.
This is a symmetrical thing,
Uh,
Crimson, right eye, left eye,
We're yin and yang.
We're yin and yanging over here.
I always felt like I used to make fun of people with glasses, and now I have glasses. I used to make fun of bald people, and now I'm bald. I'm like, I need to stop.
I know, right?
I need to start making fun of people with huge penises.
I know, right? Yeah, seriously.
You big dick assholes.
Yeah, man, stop it. Stop manifesting that shit, man.
So you said you got little to no sleep last night. What happened?
Oh, dude. Okay. So last night I went back to the grind, Riverside, hit up the mic, double dipped that day, went to CK's afterwards. And after that, I went back to my old home where I used to live to talk to my ex and stuff. Because, we're being cordial. We're being on a Jerry Seinfeld Elaine type of deal. Mainly, we have 2 cats, and we're just talking, drinking tea. We were both feeling like we wanted some tea. These winds, man, she shut the porch door. And the wind, like she didn't shut it all the way, so the wind blew it open, and our cat Mojo ran the fuck out. We didn't notice he ran out, but we just looked up and the door was open. Like, where the hell? So next thing you know, it's like from 2 a.m. to like 3:30 a.m. searching around the neighborhood, searching around the house, underneath all the spots that he'll literally like hide. And next thing you know, it's 3:30 in the morning. My girl has to go to work at like 10 a.m. So I told her, go to bed. I'm gonna make myself comfortable and be in the porch, like and freaking extra jackets and a blanket with cat food waiting
You
for this.
camped
fool.
out for a cat.
I camped out for my damn cat, bro. And 5 in the morning, this fool jumps on the patio wall. I flash the light on him. This fool runs away. Next thing you know, 5:45, I hear him crying. Managed to get him in. So I'm like, my girl's like, just sleep, just take a nap, because you've been up. Thank you for finding the cat. All right, cool. So I lay down for like 15 minutes, and my work calls me in. And they're like, hey, can you work? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, let's go. I'm already up. If I was asleep, I would not be coming in. But I went in, did 8 hours, and came straight here on no sleep. But for the love of the game, baby.
So I told him you could have canceled. So
Nah,
you got
dude.
your Red Bull. You're good to go now.
I'm good to go, man.
Hey, when you get I used to work graveyard. When you get no sleep, you reach a point where you get like euphoric. Is that the word? You feel
Yeah.
like high. Do you feel high right now?
Yeah, dude, like buzzing.
Yeah, because like I used to work graveyard. I fucking hated that. Sometimes I'd be driving home, and I'd be on the freeway, and then like I would doze off, and then like miles would pass. I'd like wake up somewhere else. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
that always happened. Like that happens when I used to drive from Barstow down to San
it's
Bernardino a lot.
sketchy, man. It's worse than drunk driving.
It's like, what the hell? Like, how did I do this? Like I was I was afraid like damn, like I was up all night in the wind, breathing all these like air from like the fires and stuff cuz you know the Santa Ana winds are blowing all that burning shit and then I went to go use the restroom when I got here and I started like peeing red.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I was like, "Whoa." I didn't want to I was like, "What the fuck? Like do
You
I have
piss
to?"
blood downstairs?
Nah, it turns out I went
Oh,
to juice it up and I got the beet juice.
it makes you piss red?
Dude, if you drink beet juice, so this is beet, like double beet, double ginger, and lemon. I don't know why. It sounds healthy as shit, but if you drink beet juice enough, you'll pee red, and you'll scare yourself to death if you forget you drank beet
I
juice.
have never pissed red, but that's alarming. Like you'd have to go see a doctor or some shit.
You probably poop
Or
red
you
too.
have your man period or something.
Oh, dude, I know.
What is it that if you eat, is it asparagus? You eat asparagus, your piss smells funny?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I eat a lot of asparagus. I don't notice anything.
I
I
used
guess
to,
my piss always smells like asparagus. I don't know.
one time I used to work construction
Self-deprecating.
when I was like 18, and I went at this one site, and the owners had like a fridge in the garage, like, oh, you can have whatever you want, and there was like a bunch of rock stars in there. So I just drank rock stars all day, like not
Oh.
knowing, like I was like 18 years, I didn't
Mm.
know shit, but you're not supposed to drink all those energy drinks, but I took a piss and my piss looked brown, so like that was alarming. I was like, fuck, like.
Oh, it's like when people will smoke that K2 shit.
Mhm.
That K, you know what that is?
I've
That
heard of it, yeah.
it's like called spice or different things in different places, but it's just like synthetic weed. You smoke enough of that, you start peeing green.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
I've smoked what's that salvia? Have you ever smoked salvia?
I wish, dude.
Well, I bought it like I was like 18 in high school. My friend went to a smoke shop. There's different levels. Like it's like 15x 20, whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
right? I smoked it. It makes you instantly high, like instantly like duh, like
Yeah. I'm saying I wish because when I was like messing around with all that stuff, you know, like messing around with like drugs when I was like 18 and stuff, like salvia was like around and people were like, "Yeah, dude, I couldn't get well, I was living in a shitty state where you couldn't get shrooms,
salvia
weed
was sold in regular smoke shops.
Yeah, I missed that train because by the time I was trying to get a hold of it, all they had was spice and salvia was like banned.
Salvia is banned now.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know.
You might be able to find it now,
I
but
tried it once. It literally instantly you get high for like 15 minutes, then it goes away.
yeah, you act like
But
dumb.
there's different. I'm telling you, there's different levels of it. I had like a low dose, but there's one that like make you like crazy. Like people like do some crazy shit on it. So
Yeah, I was living in a shitty
what
like
what state
it
was
was
this?
Texas. I was living in Texas.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
you can't do nothing but drink and carry guns.
yeah, and it's like weed is like super illegal, especially when I was living out there.
How long
It's
ago was that?
like '07 to '09 or
Did you
to
go to
'07
high
to
school out there?
dude. I went all through my whole life. I went to school in California. Like 3 months into my junior year, I moved to Texas because the economy crashed and all that jazz. Went to Texas, had to meet all new people, had to meet all new friends. I was a skater kid, like so I met a lot of friends through skateboarding, but at a certain point, like it's nothing but dirt roads. The parks suck, and so I was like, I joined sports. I
There's a
joined.
sick ass skate park across the street from here.
Oh, the font. Yeah, I used to come to the skate. I used to take the bus from San Bernardino to come to that skate park.
You have to pay to get in now. It sucks.
Now,
Was it always like?
I know you had to wear helmets.
Yeah, you have to pay like $5 to get in now.
Yeah, it was such a fun skate park.
And I saw your videos. You're pretty sick. Like I used to skate too, but I wasn't on your level. Like doing stairs and all that shit. I can do like bowls and
Yeah.
little land tricks, but I could never do no stair. I was too scared to do stairs.
Yeah, I was, man, I had like a solid crew of like in San Bernardino, it's like bunch of legendary skaters. Like four of these gnarly ass skaters I grew up with all passed away.
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
R.I.P. guys.
R.I.P. Frank, Jeremy, Robert, and John Cole. Rest in peace. Yeah, those guys were like my brother. I had like a video when all of us were in the car together hanging out. And I when I finally clicked, like, damn, every single one of those guys died. And I told my dad because my dad would drive us to this skate park. I was like, yeah. So John died. He said, oh, that sucks. Robert died. He was like, whoa, that sucks. Like Frank died. He was like, and I was like, Jeremy died. He's like, God, like, damn, like, what's going on? Like,
I don't have too many like young like high school friends that passed away. I knew some, but not close people. You know?
it was very weird because like we were all in a skate crew and stuff. But long story short, like when I was in when I was in California, man, I was like getting up there, dude. I was getting up there, skateboarding. And when I went to Texas, that shit just like
There's no skating in Texas. It's
I
too hot
mean,
out there, or what?
no, it's just like you have to have a car, you have to drive to the skate park. I mean, it's not like street spots like in LA or San Bernardino or everywhere. Like all of skate parks are all nothing but like SoCal
Um,
spots in San Francisco and stuff.
I
But
thought the cowboys out there like called you guys queers or something.
hey, man,
Skateboard queer.
they hated on my tight pants when I got there, bro.
You
Two
wear skinny
years
jeans.
later, dude, I was
Everyone
wearing
wears
dude
skinny jeans.
skinny jeans, ripped jeans, those
Don't
like.
cowboys wear Wranglers? Those tight fucking fitted jeans.
Now they do. They wear tighter pants than I do. And they have the studded fucking
The
flaps.
rhinestone.
Yeah, the rhinestones. That shit's coming back,
I've
man.
driven through Texas, but I've never like been there. Like I want to go eat, check it
You're
out.
probably still driving through Texas right now. Those damn miles are like you're not even here, dude. You get lost. It's like a twilight zone. It's like
I want to go to the mothership. Have you ever been there before?
nah, never been to Austin,
Where did you live in Texas?
bro. Right by the border.
Oh, right, Mexico border.
Yeah.
Was it sketchy down there, like cartels and shit like that?
Like you would okay, so out here in California, you see like a bald guy with tattoos on their necks and all this stuff, right? You know what I mean?
I don't
Or
get neck
you know what I
tattoos,
mean?
no
But like,
problem.
you'll see the guys and like, oh, those guys are the guys you need to be worried about. But in Texas, since or the part of Texas I was from, like right near the border where I was living at, the people you had to worry about was those fucking Pablo Escobar, like El Chapo looking dudes that look like
Dre-
normal
They're in suits and shit.
deals like cowboy boots, buckles, and stuff like. Those guys are the sketchy guys, cause you think they're like, all friendly, like he has a mustache. Oh, that guy looks like a jolly old man. You know what I mean? Like a Ned Flanders. Nah, dude, those dudes were the ones you had to worry
That's why
about.
they say the real gangsters wear suits. They don't wear baggy pants and big shirts and shit. You know,
Well, in Texas, man, it's the ones that dress like cowboys and stuff. Like if you're
you
going
can't
to
even tell.
the motherfuckers that are going to stagecoach, those are the ones you need to worry about. Not all of them. Some of them are just like whatever, but it was always it was weird. And over there, they had this whole thing called like the Santa Muerte, people that follow the Santa Muerte,
Yeah.
and it's like they get the tattoo of like the Virgin Mary that's like a skull. Well, it was like it's I don't know if it's based like on like say satanic or witchcraft or they meddle with like stuff like that. And there's people out there, but every single person that fucked with it, they would have dark circles around their eyes, and it looks like they literally like walk through ash. Like they were dark and they walked through ash. I don't know if literally every single person they had like dark circles around their eyes. Their kids had dark circles, and they all did the Santa Muerte stuff. And yeah, it was sketch, dude.
That's crazy.
I was more scared in in Texas. I feared for my life more in Texas in the border town than I ever did out here in LA with like the gangs and stuff. To be honest.
Well, yeah, 'cause they're real motherfuckers out there. There's a lot of wannabes out here, you know.
Dude, the whole county was corrupt. It's like one of the most corrupt counties in the United States. The town I was staying at. I'm not trying to dox, but look it up. You know, it was corrupt. Like people were when the local elections was going on, people were driving around trying to get people to vote by offering them ecstasy or cocaine.
That's
Eh,
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And the guy running for like one of the positions, the local position, was my cross country coach, and his people were, doing that stuff, and people like you'll buy coke from a 9-year-old.
Jeez.
Yeah, or with the ecstasy, or this kid like and come out the
Did you
house.
start comedy out there?
Hell no.
When did you start comedy out here?
Yeah, I started out here in yeah, let's get into the comedy because Johnny Gold's probably like, man, I don't give
He's
a
like, it has to be 30 minutes comedy.
was hey, strap in, Johnny. Strap in. When did I start? I think like the tail end of 2018 into December, I started going to the Ice House in Pasadena.
I always want to go there. They do open mics there like once a month.
Yeah, was it once a month? Well, when I started, it was every Wednesday.
Oh,
And
maybe I'm misinformed. Maybe it is every Wednesday. I thought it was once a month.
I don't even know. I don't even want to bother because like the first year of doing comedy, I would drive out everyone. That I mean, I was like, I saw Bill Burr there. I saw Maria Bamford there. I saw all these crazy people, and I started doing the open mics there. I signed up because actually my ex told me like you should sign up. You should sign up. Like you want to do comedy? I was like sure. I signed up, but it was you're driving to freaking
Yeah, fuck
Pasadena
that.
every fucking
It's like an
Wednesday,
hour and a half.
and then you might not even go up.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know what I mean? It's like Ontario Improv. Like imagine just going to the Ontario Improv to do the open mic and happens once every other month, and you don't even go up. Imagine going all the way to freaking Pasadena. You're doing the whole mic. It's like, shit. Like you're looking at your watch. Like, damn, I just drove all. Saddest drive home
That
ever.
happened to me at the Comedy Store one time. I went out there, waited like till like 2 in the morning. Didn't even, they had like 200 signups. Didn't even get called. I'm like, I was pissed.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I was looking pissed in the audience, and then some black dude was like, "Why do you look pissed?" And then like I stayed quiet, but I'm like, "Fuck," because
Why do you think, bitch?
he was the last one up, and I was like, "Fuck, man." I'm like, I couldn't get up because I was like front row, so like I couldn't just get up. I was ready to leave. I was over that shit.
Yeah, I was trying to. My first mic I was actually trying to sign up to was the Comedy Store. Actually, now that I think about it, I was trying to go to the Comedy Store, missed an exit, missed the sign up deadline, and I was like, man, if I would have been the last comic to go up, I would have been like, hey man, sorry you guys drove all the way out here, man, but it's
people left.
but at the Comedy Store there's always people
But
coming in
I'm
for the
fucking
next
lying.
show.
Their bucket was overfilling, and then what pissed me off was like you get 2 minutes, right? And then the host wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like he's just talking
Oh,
between each thing. It was like I felt like I was watching Kill Tony. Like he was like, okay, like just say a little bit, then let him go. Come on,
yeah.
let it keep it going. Let's go. Like he wanted to run the show, talk, make jokes, and they had a whole panel of people, and they were talking. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Like
do you not realize that the people that are trying to do comedy, they're not going to be laughing at your shit because they want to go up.
yeah,
And-
whoever the host was, fuck you. Like, waste my
Yeah.
time. I felt like he wasted more time talking. Like, okay, we get it. You're hosting the show. He was sitting in the corner, but like, you don't need to talk for 5 minutes every time someone goes
Oh,
up.
dude, that reminds me of this one mic I went to in they don't do it anymore, but it was in San Bernardino. I forget what it's called, but some dudes were running it. They weren't really comedians, and they were trying to do comedy, but they started like running a mic, and it will start like at 9 o'clock. Like, it's a late mic. It runs till like till 2 a.m. I'm like, oh damn, that's crazy. It ran to 2 a.m. because between every freaking set, the guy would do like another 5 minutes. I
It's
swear to
exactly what I
God.
was talking about.
Oh my God, dude. I was like, dude, like I was supposed to go up like at by like 9:45 if the shit would have been like
Like I
kosher.
said, we get it. You want attention. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, no, that guy. And nobody was laughing. It was like they weren't really comics and stuff. So, I mean, who am I to say who's a comic or not? They were running the
If
mic.
you're hosting a fucking mic, make a quick tag and announce the next person. Let's
Know
go.
how to host. Know how to host.
Don't fucking stand in the spotlight, motherfucker. We
Well-
don't care.
Well, it's because like if you've never done comedy and you just start doing a mic, you don't know how it feels to be at a mic and seeing that bullshit unfold. Like, yeah, do a couple jokes, riff on what someone said, and
No, these
keep it
fools
going.
were like started doing like interviewing the comics. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, shut up. This isn't Kill Tony. Like,
I know.
go.
Is this being filmed? No, then what the fuck are we doing? You know?
I'm telling you, it was balls to the wall packed. Like, not enough seats for
In
everyone.
the original, not the
The
original.
belly room, the whatever room is upstairs.
Yeah.
People were literally standing. Like, to go take a piss, like you had to walk through a crowd of people just to go to the restroom. People were just standing around. Like, it was overcrowded. And I'm telling you, there's like at least 200 signups. Like, I might be exaggerating, but it was a lot. Like, and this motherfucker, like, yap. Shut the fuck. I don't know, some white dude. I'm like, shut the fuck up and
White people, am I right, guys?
coming next. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Next to the stage, Rick Bravo.
Yeah, and here I am.
But yeah,
And I do this whole bit right here, like, do I look douchey with glasses? And then the motherfucker that didn't go up, he's like, he went up to do that?
So yeah, I want to go more out to LA, but I'm not doing that shit again. Where you're gonna like the potluck, you have to drive out there to sign up now.
No, really? They don't do the email thing?
No, you go out there, sign up, and then they choose you out. You have to go out there like a couple hours before and then wait.
Well, I'm kind of okay with that because that whole email shit was stupid. I
Well,
think.
you don't waste your gas. You know?
Well, that is true, but then you gotta you if you're going that far out, you have to make a day of it. Go catch a matinee, go to Amoeba.
Yeah, I would go with
That's
a group
a-
of people or something, but
Yeah, and
I'm
have
not going
fun.
by myself again. Fuck that.
Yeah, nah, because it's a sad like when you're driving home, you're like, what the? this is what it's about. Putting miles on my car. Okay, like okay.
Sacrificing sleep, gas, money. Then you have to pay. You have to get your name in the box. You have to buy a drink. You want to buy another drink, get more entries.
Yeah, so like the first couple years, like the first year and a half of doing comedy was like going to Pasadena and like out of like say that out of 10 times I would drive out there, I'll go up 5, like half the time.
But people don't
So
realize doing comedy, like it's you have to sacrifice time, gas. You got to pay for shit. Like
my
it's
truck broke down driving to a VFW gig. I was doing like I was doing like they're doing a talent show and I was emceeing it. This is like my first year and a half because my girl at the time, she knew people that worked at this restaurant. They worked at the VFW. Long story short, talent show. They knew I was a comedian. I wasn't that much of a comedian, but I could host. And yeah, I was in the talent show, and it was up the hill. It was like in Ukaipa up the hill. Or I was going around from my house. I was going up the hill because like apparently it was faster. But I had a Dodge Dakota, and those are pieces of shit. Car broke down, overheated. It cost me like $4,000 to put work into my car. I didn't have a car, and I was like, damn, I was doing comedy. And so the first couple year and a half, I didn't have like the smooth blast off. Some people like just like damn right from the get go. I was Pasadena and no one knowing me. Once a week they'll see me, and these guys are hitting mics everywhere. I was just I'm like I'm going to Pasadena to the Ice House to do comedy. Hopefully I go up to do 3 minutes. But it was cool because like Maria Bamford, one of my favorite comedians, will roll through. Chris Estrada, the
yeah,
from
I've
what
seen him a few times. Yeah.
this fool. He rolled up like a year before this fool came out and did his material. And you'll see what's his name, Todd Barry roll through like all these like so my first year and a half comedy, I was just like seeing these heavy hitters just roll through. And yeah, and so after that, when I found out there's like comedy in Riverside from one of my friends, he told me, yeah, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna go to Riverside. And yeah, that was like 2021, I think. I went to a backyard show, a backyard comedy show, and from there I ended up meeting like Nick Lanny and
Rest in
the
peace, Nick.
yeah, R.I.P. Nick.
Hey, so you were doing comedy before COVID. Like, how long did you take a break before? Like, when did they start allowing shows again? Like,
Dude, I mean,
how was it like when you came back after like a year or two of no comedy?
I didn't. No, I was still. Well, I guess I didn't do like honestly, the pandemic started what March 2020, and then like 2021 is when I started going to like Riverside. So I mean, I took like maybe like almost like 8 months break when how I was going back. It was fun,
Was
dude.
was everybody doing pandemic jokes?
I know I was not hacky as shit. Nah, I mean, we're still in the midst of the pandemic. I'm not too sure. I don't remember. Like everyone was doing jokes.
Do you hear they're trying to like talk about some other virus going down? Like, nope, we're not doing that again. Next.
Not fool me once.
Especially
Shame on
after
you.
finding out like how they like lied about a lot of shit and 6 feet rule, mask bullshit.
Oh,
It was all
dude.
bullshit. Like, good luck trying to get us to fucking fall for that again, you know?
I was so too much of a conspiracy theorist to like believe that shit. Cause I remember like in 2009 when like Illuminati videos were popping off. I went all into that, and I was like reading like there was this video where some guy was saying like they're gonna around this time they're gonna see how much control they can get. They're gonna do this. There's gonna be a wide pandemic. Like it was like
Ouch
years
joke
ago.
shit.
They were talking about it, and they're like they're gonna force you to do it, and they're gonna guilt you into doing it. I'm not like, look, okay, I got the vaccine. All right, for the record.
Gay. Just kidding.
For the record.
I've never been vaxxed, ladies.
Nah.
Just kidding.
Who was that whole joke's like I never got COVID because I never got
Never got vaxxed.
never got
I-
never tested. So
I never got COVID, never got vaxxed. My whole family, well, my immediate family never got sick.
I never got vaxxed, but I did get COVID. Which was and normally like once I got COVID and I knew my work was gonna pay for it, I told them, like, yeah, I got COVID. Pay me.
That's why I feel like a lot of people in my work lied, like said they got sick because they were paying you like 2 weeks off or something.
Mm-mm. Well, my job, you had to fucking prove
Do you
it.
remember the perks? There was like random perks, some burger places giving out free cheeseburgers if you get vaccinated. Like who the
Yeah.
fuck? I got vaccinated for a cheeseburger.
It's like get healthy by getting the vax, and then let's level that bitch out with a nice cholesterol burger. You know what I mean? Let's level that shit
No,
out.
they were having like at my work, they were saying, "Oh, if you get vaccinated, you can get 2 weeks off." And then people when he got vaccinated, they're like, "Oh, never mind, we're not doing that." So people when he got vaccinated and they didn't get the 2 weeks off, I was like,
Oh,
"See, that's why I didn't do it." I was like, "You're not gonna fool me. Fuck that."
yeah, no. I was, dude. I never got. I don't think I've gotten a vaccine since I was like 9 years old. I never go to the doctor, and I'm
Exactly.
perfectly fine. Hold on, but
Hey, that was too soon. You're like, I'm perfectly fine.
yeah, no. Oh, you got a coaster? What?
Those aren't coasters. Those are my stickers, you asshole.
Just fucking put red ring all around your stickers.
Those are yours. You're taking home now.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna plaster them all over.
Yeah, I never got COVID. I was around a lot of people that got sick, but I don't know. I never. Maybe I'm asymptomatic, but I've never. I don't
Like
know. I never had.
you're like, I had a full head of hair though back
No,
then.
I was balded. That's why I tell people I lost my hair and I got vaccinated.
Yeah, that will scare
I tell the
fucking
girl
people.
it's small because I got vaccinated.
Hey, fucking Fauci, am I
I was
right?
bigger before I got my third booster.
For real. I know.
Yeah, cause I was over the whole pandemic shit. They're trying to pull this shit again. Like, nah. Like now we got the fires going on. Shout out to everyone affected by the fires.
Yeah.
Shout out to the firefighters, EMTs, everyone helping that out. Like
Yeah, I know how they feel because I was up all night searching for my cat, and those winds all the way an hour and a half away were affecting me so
the
bad.
winds up here get crazy too.
Nah, they were fucking crazy. They were scary.
Yeah, but we support you firefighters, EMTs, cops, anyone helping out, anyone willing to donate. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
LA Fire Department has their own little Instagram where you can donate whatever
Oh, really?
water, toilet paper, whatever you can. So it's like the pandemic all over again. Like donate, you know.
Dude, it is crazy how much like
Some people were talking shit. Oh, it's just a bunch of rich people. Who cares? Like, imagine working hard your whole life. However, got it, it's yours, you know. And then everything you own, you have to get out right now. Get out right now, and all you can take is whatever you can. Everything you have, your little sentimental things, anything like personal to you is
Mm.
gone. Like,
that is true.
it's sad. Either way, I said rich, poor, it doesn't matter. Like, it's sad.
You're one to talk in this nice ass little village you live in.
What I'm saying is,
You're one of the 1%, dude.
what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter. Like, if I lost, like I said, something I like, that I enjoy, my podcast here, like anything could just be gone just like that. Like,
Yeah.
I say, no matter where you're from, everybody values something in their home. You know.
Yeah, I don't like 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 seeing other people's downfall. Like it's someone
Just
falls.
imagine leaving today. You left your house today, right?
Yeah.
And then you go home and it's gone. Like that's fucked up for anyone. You know.
Well, yeah.
I don't care if you have money, you don't have money.
Yeah.
It's yours. You know. It's a place you can go rest your head, whatever it is. You know.
Well, I have a concert. I'm going to a concert on in February in LA, and it's just like what burnt like I wonder how it's gonna be. Like
Probably traffic.
I don't know. Like I mean, what it's the 10th. It's like a month away, so I don't know. I'm curious to see
Who
the
you gonna go
Palace.
see?
Bright Eyes.
Is that an emo
Yeah,
band?
yeah. No, people say it's emo
Is
band.
that pop band like from the 90s?
He started in the 90s, but he got really big like in 2005. You ever seen Knocked Up?
Yes.
Okay, you know that song where he's like moving out and it's like a folky song? Ding.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's just you have to
Is it in
rewatch.
Step Brothers?
No. Oh, no. No. But he's just like a indie folk Americana singer. I'm a big fan of his.
Sing a song.
His one of his most famous songs is First Day of My Life. You probably seen it. You probably heard of it. If that's the one song people know of him, I'm not gonna sing it. This is the first day of my life. I just start singing that shit.
I'll have to check. It sounds familiar.
I
Maybe
need to have that wine to start singing, but
you could be pissing. You have Red Bull beats, and then you have wine. You're gonna be pissing like a rainbow.
hey man, that wine's for you, bro. You crack it if you want it, bro. But that's but no, yeah, no, I'm
Can
good.
can I tell you something? I've never had wine before.
You want to have some wine?
Well, we'll have some towards the end.
No.
We'll cap it with the end. But I've said
No.
I've never had wine. I drink beer. Drink shitty beer. That's it.
Well, it's a shitty beer.
Well, I like craft beer, but most of the time I drink like Coors Light or some
Yeah.
little chill. But if I want to get fucked up, I like craft beer. I'll have like 3 of them and I'll be on my ass.
Well, the reason I drink for me is like I don't want to drink like like 4 beers to feel the effect of one glass of wine.
One glass of wine fucks you up.
It can.
I had a neighbor. She was a wino, I guess you call them. She
Yeah.
would drink out of the boxed wine. She'd be drunk at the pool, and she'd have the box with her next to the pool. I was probably in high school, and she'd be out there just like pouring it into like it'd be at the edge of the pool, and she'd just be pouring cups of that shit. She'd be like so plastered, like she'd be like in the bikini with like half her titty out and not even paying attention. I'm like, whoa.
Damn. Like, let's see the other one. Let's keep it symmetrical, girl.
She was old, so
But box wine. I don't know, man. Sometimes the older ones. No, I'm kidding. No, box wine's like the Coors Light of the fucking of wine. You know what I mean? So
I used to drink what's the beer they call the champagne of beer? something
Miller
Baker?
High Life.
I used to drink that shit. It was like $15 for a 30 pack. I'm like, how
Like
can you argue that?
3% beer and shit.
But
So
I used to love that shit.
like yeah, if I do drink, I just always liked wine because I don't know, just my family they just fucked with it. It looked cool growing up. I mean, just seeing your parents just
Do
fucking.
you ever go to Temecula, go wine testing or anything?
No, I haven't. I want to. People tell me like, oh, you should go wine tasting. It's like,
What's the
well,
point of that? You drink it and you spit it out. Like
you
just-
spit it out?
That's what I said. Wine tasting, you're doing to taste it and then you spit it out, just so you don't get drunk, because there's gonna be several.
Oh yeah.
You drink wine, you don't know this. I know this, and I don't drink wine. It's like
I don't-
I don't know. They have like spit buckets where you like
I'm a brass tacks guy, man. I drink it to.
you
to
try
drink.
it and then you spit it out, because you're supposed to be able to test just for the flavor, I guess. Sampling like Costco or some shit.
For me, I only like 3 types of wine. I like Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Noir, and Malbec.
What's that one?
Malbec is from Argentina. I feel like every podcast I talk about damn wine, you know what I mean? But
That's why I told you bring your wine bottle. It's
yeah,
your aesthetic.
well, there you go. I know, right? This is the bit now, so
That's the static hour fucking aesthetic wine bottle.
yeah. The grape squeeze by Sandy. I'm doing the bit again. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, your last roast battle was pretty funny. Like it was close, but I think like they were just going after Sandy the whole time. They weren't even fucking with you.
They know better.
Hey,
They know I'll fucking kill their ass.
when at my roast battles, they were going after me. Like they were fucking with Ricky, but I'm like whatever. But like they chose a target. Like you guys, I think you guys murdered them, but like the judges were like kind of like, oh, I don't know, but
Well, okay, I'm gonna make a compilation of all our roasts, and then you guys be the judge. I think our jokes were better. Me and Sandy stumbled, cause
that last thing they did at the end where they had like a duo, like I don't know what the fuck they said. Then Sandy was like, man, that shit was gay as fuck.
yeah.
If this shit was neck to neck, I must be hanging from a rope.
If y'all thought this was close, you don't know a real roast.
Cause the only time I laughed was looking at these two jokes. All right, everybody, your challenges. Give me the dot and the sign.
That shit was gay as fuck.
Sandy won us that roast for sure. He won us. He stumbled like in the second round, I think, but he brought him back with that, and that's how the roasts tend to go. Like every time we have our roast, it never goes as planned. Like
I went because I was watching your guys' little internet beef, like the random people were talking shit to you
oh,
guys.
dude, yeah, these guys were coming for our heads, man. They were like, they have a whole scene up there, and oh, shout out to David the Don and Hassan. They made it interesting. They got us nervous. But here's the thing, they used a Jeff Ross joke on us.
They stole jokes.
Okay, so there's this famous roast of I think it's like not Emmett Till, what the fuck? It's like a football player Jamie Foxx was hosting. It's like a
Mhm.
very famous viral one, but I think Jeff Ross goes up there and he looks at Shaq and he's like, "Hey Shaq, your knuckles are scraped. Did you walk here?" Famous clip. I've been a fan of comedy. I've known of this clip for like many, many years, right? And anyone who knows about roasting, they know like that's a Jeff Ross joke, at least for me, right? These guys use that on Sandy,
Hey,
and
what's their names?
Hassan and Davey.
Hey, Hassan and David, fuck you, you fucking joke thieves. We,
Yo,
don't, we
here-
don't play that shit in here.
Dude, and here's the thing, like if we're still
Slap yourselves. Fucking
Bro.
embarrassing.
slap that shit,
Who's
dude.
you said shout out to them. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, they kept it. Yeah,
I
fuck
don't
them.
respect any joke thieves at
Well,
all.
so that's the thing, right? So they did that joke, got a big laugh. None of the judges picked up on it, and I was like, oh, so we're leaving it up to
You should have did a Dave Chappelle joke for them.
at that point, if that's what we're doing, like if we're just trying to win, then we should have done that. You know what I mean? But
One fool looked like Kenny Powers. I thought you guys were gonna do a Kenny Powers joke, the fat one.
oh,
Like a
that dude,
fucking mullet.
he looked like me, fucking 7 years ago and shit.
I'm
You know what I
pissed
mean?
now. Can we stop talking about these guys now? They're not even worth
I'm
my
done.
breath.
Yeah, for real.
You don't ever fucking steal
Pissing me
jokes.
off. Pissing me off,
Especially at a
man.
roast battle. Write your own shit, you fucking pussies.
Yeah, dude.
I'm pissed now.
Hell yeah.
I hate joke thieves. Like, there's like viral clips of people stealing jokes. It's so fucking annoying. Like, just do your own shit. Be real. You're not a comic if you're gonna fucking steal jokes.
It is a slippery slope though, because I mean, right now, say the fires are going, right?
But listen, there's difference where it's a premise that's the same.
Yeah, yeah.
But if it's tags and punchlines, like no, like that's stolen. Like I did a roast battle one time, and the guy he also did a stolen joke from some random YouTube clips. I don't remember
Uh-huh.
who the people were, but
Yeah.
I'd heard this joke before. Like, cause I'm bald, he did a Stone Cold Steve Austin joke on me,
Okay.
but it had already been used before. I
Right.
heard it from another white dude that actually looked like Stone Cold. Like I don't fucking look like Stone Cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no respect to joke thieves. If you have a premise that's close to somebody, like yeah, every premise has been done, but verbatim stolen.
Yeah, that was verbatim.
Fuck you.
And then you can't expect the crowd to pick up on that. All they know is it was a solid ass joke. Why? Because Jeff Ross fucking wrote it.
The roast match.
Yeah, so we almost lost because of that. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, damn. Like, so me and Sandy are
Where are they from?
retired. They're from like up Victorville or something.
Makes sense.
Victorville. The only victims are the people that listen to their comedy.
They call it Tweakerville. Hey, fuck you guys. Don't ever invite me there.
Yeah.
I don't like you guys already.
Damn, bro.
I hate joke thieves. Like
Yeah.
like just fucking be real. Like you're not a comic if you're fucking stealing jokes.
I tell you what, they were coming at us really hard. They were making content and all that, and I haven't seen them post anything
Good.
like I'm pretty sure if they would have won, they would have been fucking like, we're the champ, but not on my watch, not on my and
Stay in
Sandy's watch.
Tweakerville. You're not wanted down here.
Hell yeah, these opinions are the opinions of the Crimson Comedy Show,
This is-
not the Static Hour.
This is Andy C. Comedy saying, fuck you, you joke thieves.
Get him.
That's no respect. I don't give a fuck who
Andy
you are.
Crimson. You should go up
Exactly.
as Andy Crimson, dude. Fuck it, dude.
Now they'll probably just say, oh, he stole his half of his title from the Misfits. Fuck you. Yes, I did. This is an what is it? An homage? Is that the word?
Homage, yeah.
Homage?
Fucking thief,
I-
dude.
I love
I don't
mu-
respect no
Okay.
fucking thieves.
I love music and comedy, so I mix it together. You know, my favorite band, comedy. There you go. The
Misfits-
Crimson Comedy Show.
Misfits your favorite band?
Hell yeah, I got tattoos and everything.
Hell yeah, dude.
got
I love
mo-
it when someone's like so into into the bands. Like who's another guy? They're really
I have a Ghost tattoo on my leg too. The band Ghost. It's on my. one of these,
I
like-
haven't heard of them.
They're like a
Metal.
satanic.
Oh, I know who they are. Yeah, I know who they are. It's a crazy ass show. Who is it? Fuck. Oh, Carlos Patino has like a Linkin Park tattoo.
The LP.
The LP. I'm like, yeah, dude.
What do you think of the new singer? I can't get into it. I don't like it.
Honestly, I like Linkin Park. If you want to see Linkin Park still do their thing,
I heard it's just Mike Shinoda. The rest of the band isn't going either. Like they're on tour. It's gonna be like random people.
really?
Like they recorded it, but they're not gonna tour. It's just gonna be Mike Shinoda and like a bunch of stand-ins.
Whoa.
That's what I heard. I don't know. They're gonna be out here. They're supposed to play Dodgers Stadium soon. I don't know.
I mean, look, man, someone has to like. There's no reason why the song shouldn't be sung. Like, I will go see the Beatles tribute band, like whatever it's called, the Roaches. You know what I mean?
The Misfits have a bunch of tribute bands. They're pretty funny. Like they have one called the Misfats. It's a bunch of fat dudes. There's another one. They're from around here. I've seen them. They're called the Mexican American Psychos.
Oh,
They're fucking sick. They do because there's two singers of the Misfits. They're like the original ones and like the ones in the '90s. So they cover both. So
Right.
the singer's amazing. They usually do LA. They do a lot of shows out here, but they're called the Mexican American Psychos.
Well, the reason I like those tribute bands, like I fuck with tribute bands because like they would sing it like how it's on the album.
Yeah.
When you go see like someone like Bob Dylan, who like he's like one of my all-time favorite artists. like even back in the day, he'll release an album, and when you see him on stage, he'll do it differently every
Do
fucking
you
time.
like the Deftones?
No.
I've seen them live. They sound just like they do on the recording. They're
Yeah, and that's
amazing.
good. I mean, not that I don't like the Deftones.
You kind of look like the singer.
Yeah, yeah, no, he would go to Texas a lot. He was very big in Texas, but I just never got in. I mean, honestly, like when I was growing up in high school, I would listen to like 99.9 was it Cola 99.9? It was like back in the day, it was
Is
like
that those stations you hear at the laundromat?
fuck, I don't even know, man. I
99.9.
never been to no laundry. No, I'm kidding. I've been to many, but probably gonna have to start going soon now
I
that I
fucking
don't
hate
live
the
at home.
laundromat.
Yeah, it's very
It's
depressing.
boring. Well, now back then when I used to go to laundromats, I didn't have a phone that was capable of the internet.
Right.
I used to smoke cigars during. You remember Black and Milds? They
Oh yeah.
remember they would come in like a 3 pack or a 5 pack.
Yeah, I think they still do.
Whatever it is, but I used to go smoke those while I was doing laundry. I'd literally go through the pack just smoking them just because
Damn,
I
that's
was just
gnarly.
killing time. Like
Yeah.
I fucking hate the laundromat. It's so boring, so awkward.
Do you remember Blacks?
Yeah.
The okay, let me
The
explain.
cigars.
It was clove cigarettes. It came in a black box. It said Blacks on it. The A was like a red triangle. And dude, they would fucking hit so hard.
You know what's crazy?
And then Obama came around and took them off, and they never been the same.
I used to smoke menthols. I love menthols. They got rid of those, but my grandma had a neighbor. He was Vietnamese. He used to get cigarettes from
Is
Vietnam
he
or whatever.
Chinese or Japanese?
Oh, Vietnamese.
Okay.
Old. This motherfucker was crazy. His name was Han. Old fucking dude. He's probably like
Okay.
80. He used to drink, do coke. Motherfucker was wild. Like he's an old frail old man, but he fucking partied.
Mm.
He would get these cigarettes from Vietnam, but they'd come like in a cigar case, like a wooden case,
Uh-huh.
and he would give them to us, and I would hit him, and it fucked you up. I don't know what it was, but like it felt like you got a head change, like a high.
Yeah.
But
My buddy went to Indonesia and he brought back Indonesian clove cigarettes, and he's from Indonesia, like his family's from Indonesia, so he went over there. He brought back Indonesian clove cigarettes. On the fucking label, it shows a picture of like throat cancer, and I'm like, damn, this looks gnarly.
these cigarette things
Woo.
came with like it was like when you opened it, it had like a fortune on it, like a
The-
Chinese like there was like a thing on the inside, like a good like
you
a,
open it up, it's like a gong.
I mean, this motherfucker was wild. He used to make his own liquor.
Oh wow.
He would like we'd go to my grandma's house to visit her, whatever, and it was her neighbor. He would just come outside, like we would be having like family barbecues, whatever. He would come outside and just join the party and drink with us, whatever, right? He would go in the house and he's like, oh, because he barely spoke a lick of English. He's like, oh, cognac, cognac. Like he would say cognac, and he would bring in these little sake thingies, right?
Uh-huh.
It was like hot liquor, like it was like
Oh,
a sake.
like
right?
yeah, sock, yeah.
But you look inside it, it looked like you know you drink tea, there's like tea leaves and nasty shit in there. You take a shot of that shit, the nastiest shit you ever had, but you never were hungover. I'm like, for years I never knew what the fuck it was, like, cause he couldn't speak English. Then one day he brought out what it was, like how he made it. He brought out this dirty looking fish tank,
Oh.
and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then he's like, then I see him take the little sake thing and dip it in the thing and then pull it out. I'm like, we've been drinking that shit. It had like snake heads, scorpions,
Oh, that's some good
fucking
shit.
leaves, like, and I was like, what? Because he don't speak English. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I googled it. There's like, it's called like snake wine or some shit.
Oh, that sounds fire.
But it's like wherever he's from, it's like like a like a delicacy. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But
Wait, can I pause you there real quick? I gotta fucking pee.
yeah, we're back. He went to the restroom. We're back.
Mm.
So yeah, it was in a fish tank looking thing, right? And then I googled it, and it said like it's like snake wine or some shit, but it's real expensive. But like if I would have known I was drinking out of that nasty fucking fish tank thing, I would have never drank that shit. But
Right. No.
that motherfucker was wild. One time he used to do coke and shit. I'm telling you, he's like 80 years old. One
Mm-mm.
time he was drunk and high, and he crashed into every car in front of the apartments, and then went and parked his car, and then the cops.
Is that because he was drunk and high, or because he was Vietnamese?
I don't know, all of the above.
Hi-yo. No.
And he parked his car, and his car was all smoking. When the cops came looking, his car was still smoking in the parking lot.
Damn, dude.
I hope to be that old and party still.
Fucking snake wine sounds crazy though.
I forget the exact name of it, but he used to be like cognac, cognac. I'm like, It ain't no fucking cognac, motherfucker. That's dirty fish tank.
I've tried I know, dude. Well, that's why I fucked you up. You might as well be licking a toad at that point, you know.
The
But
toad.
one of my good friends, they went to Colombia for personal for pleasure. Uh,
Bachelor bros,
yeah, they went out there to see what it's really all about. You know what I mean?
lady boys.
Yeah. Not Colombia?
Yes, every foreign country has.
Well, if someone's going to Colombia, they're not going they're not going for they're going for the white girls, if you know what I'm saying. The white girl.
Yeah.
Cocaine. All right. So they came back from Colombia and they brought back Colombian tequila. And if you ever had Colombian tequila, it tastes like black licorice. It's
Ugh.
weird. It's
So it's
clear.
it's like Jaeger then, right?
A little bit. But anyway, they brought back this bottle and I saw like this they had it had like a root in it, like like a long like almost like seaweed in it. It's like what the hell is that? They're like it's a cocoa plant. And they put it in the tequila bottle and they brought it over. I don't know how they brought it over. Anyway, they're out
They
of town.
keistered it.
I know I took a shot of that shit, but no, so they were gone and I was like, fuck, I took a shot of it with it infused. I tried it by itself without it. And then they had this bottle. I was like, let me take a shot of that. Took a shot. I was like, oh, pretty good. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I pulled out a piece of the stem.
You ate it?
Like, yeah, I cut out like a quarter of it. Fucking ate that shit. I had work at like
That's
that.
okay to eat.
I mean, it's a plant, Fuck it, we can eat anything, right? So it was like I had work like at 7 in the morning or something like that, and this was like I took a shock around 11, and then I ate that shit around like around 12. I was like, all right, man, I gotta be working at 6 hours. Let me like lay down. So I had already eaten this shit, right? I literally lay down, set my alarm. It's like 2 in the morning at this point. I was lay down, set my alarm, close my eyes, my alarm goes off. It's 6:30 in the morning. I was like, what the fuck? It did not feel like I slept at all.
I thought you were gonna say you got diarrhea or something from that shit.
Nah, I know that's the whole thing where like, oh, you have good coke when it's like, I'm talking like I do a lot of coke. I did it, but they say when it's like good coke, it's like it makes you want to take a dump. That's not true. They just put baby laxatives in it. Regular coke does not do that shit.
Never. I'm a loser. I've only smoked weed and salvia. That's it.
That'll be like in Scarface. Like every time he takes a bump, like Scarface would not be able to fucking like the movie Scarface. Every time he fucking takes a bump, it's like, hold on, I gotta go take a shit real quick. You know what I mean? That'd be like a 4 hour movie.
I love that movie. That movie's so sick.
I saw that in Thanksgiving. Yeah,
I want to go see it in the theaters. Sometimes they release it in the theaters again. That'd be badass. But
dude, they had it at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Do you know Cinesperia? They put
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
projection. They had that shit there.
My girl went to a concert there. That's pretty cool. They do that.
Yeah, I've been to like 2 concerts there, and I seen Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2 there.
I want to do that thing where they have they do Jaws on the lake. They'll like let you go. I don't know where it is, but they do. You sit on those little tubes,
Oh,
and then
okay.
they play Jaws like on a lake, and you sit and watch. It's like on a floaty. Like you imagine watching Jaws while you're floating in the dark water, like
Fuck.
little fishies coming at you and shit.
They really need to step it up and have someone swimming in there with a shark fin. You know what I mean? Just underneath.
I'm sure people fuck around, but that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I like my girl went to go see Lana Del Rey there. Who'd you
Oh,
go see?
My Morning Jacket. It's like,
What kind of music do you listen to? I haven't heard of any of these bands you're talking about.
well, now you know. Nah, it's a. You ever seen American Dad?
Yes.
You know that episode where he becomes obsessed with the band?
No.
It's called My Morning Straight Jacket. The episodes, that's what it's called. He becomes really obsessed with the band. So that's how most people know this band. But they're like a jam rock band. I have a episode about going to one of their concerts. I think you might have checked it out one time.
I've seen all your episodes. I just don't
So
remember.
that one where it's like the music when I'm like talking about this band.
Is that the
And
one you went to the hotel and stuff like that?
yeah,
Yeah, I remember that one.
that's the band right there. So they're like I want to say like a Led Zeppelin, uh Leonard Skinner, CC, Pink Floyd, Rush. It's like a jam
Do you like
band.
Massive Attack? You remember them? They're like a psychedelic metal band.
Yeah, I didn't really get into metal that much, you know.
We love metal here.
Hey, I love metal too. Hey, man, you love metal? I love fucking recycling, dude. So let's go. You know.
I used to recycle when we first moved in here, and then I like collect like 15 bags, and I go turn them in, and then I'd get like $10. I'm like, this is not worth it. Like, my garage used to smell like a recycle center. I'm like, fuck that.
Well, yeah, dude. I take my recyclables like every like 4 months. So like
Well, if you smash them, I guess we didn't have a smasher, so I guess we could have filled up more.
you could, but then you just have them there longer because they're not taking up that much space.
It fucking stinks. We had like bees and shit.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that, dude.
I remember one time I turned in beer bottles, like bottles, the
Oh,
glass bottles. I had a shitload of them. Turned them in one time
it's a waste.
and got like $10. I'm like, I thought the weight was like heavy. Like this is useless. Like
Glass is useless. I just throw that. I just recycle that shit. Don't even take them. Don't take them.
I just throw it out the window when I'm driving.
You try. If someone asks you like, you have any bought like if a homeless person or an unhoused person asks you like, do you have any recyclables, and you give them a fucking glass bottle, they're gonna smash that shit over your head,
They'll
bro.
fucking stab you with it.
Yeah, it's like I can't do nothing with this. I can kill your ass with.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was. My friend's mom used to like put out cigarettes in hers and then smash them because it gives a little
Oh, a
extra
little
weight.
extra weight, yeah.
But
People
they,
will put sand in it
they
too.
know, like they know, they could tell by look. They do this forever.
They shake the bag.
Okay, you fill the barrel right,
Mhm.
or whatever the can thing, and then they weigh. They know like it's gonna be close every time. If you're doing it every fucking day, you weigh the same. Day,
Right.
and it's 10 pounds heavier.
I know.
They're gonna be like, yeah, something's wrong. I remember one time I didn't know, but some of the water bottles I had like just barely a little bit of water. They're like, no, no, no. Like you had to go, I had to go out and fucking empty this little fucking tiny bit of water out of. Like they want that shit bone dry. I was
Some
like,
people, if they see that shit, they'll just add a deduct. They'll deduct like a cent from every bottle. I've done a lot of recycling. I've been broke most of my life, so
hey, like Felipe Esparza has that joke. He's like, you ever been so broke where you walk past a
I
can
can't.
and you're like, man, I should have
yeah.
picked that shit
Fuck, I
up.
should have picked that shit up. Yeah, yeah. Felipe is the man,
See,
dude.
I didn't steal that joke. I quoted the guy. He said the joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Assholes.
I seen him. I seen his last Netflix special. I went to the taping. You can.
I was there too at the observatory.
Yeah,
What day did you go on?
I went during the taping.
What there was he did it like 3 days.
He did one that was Spanish. He did two shows. He did 2 shows one night in English, and then he did the Spanish show.
Yeah, I did. I went to that one. It was just before COVID.
But was it the one where they made you sit, or did you come out in the episode in the
I
special?
tried to watch it, but the corner we were in, there's so many people packed in. Like usually have to freeze frame it. Like
Bro, you can see me and my lady there.
were you in the? Because I was in the bottom pit, the
I
pit
was
area.
I was in the pit.
I was
That's
off.
so crazy.
I was off to the right. Some fucking douchebag kicked my beer over. Like, so,
Oh,
you know, we were sitting so tight with those little fucking plastic chairs. The beers were like $20 a beer.
and you can't get up and get
Yeah,
a new one.
I set it. They already stopped serving drinks.
Yeah.
And I set it down, and these fools, they were like being obnoxious, laughing. Like it wasn't that fucking funny. Like fools all moving around and shit.
Yeah.
And he kicked my beer and it spilled, and I was pissed. Like almost the whole thing spilled, and I was pissed off because I wanted to get another drink, and he didn't even offer to buy me another one. Fucking asshole.
Should have just started swinging on him. That would have made the special way better, dude.
No, but I seen him twice. Another time at the Old Brea Improv.
Okay.
And then I seen him there. But yeah, that motherfucker's funny.
One of the funniest,
Hey,
dude.
that's crazy. We were there. We might have been there the same night. I don't remember. There was two. I don't know which one we went to. This was years ago. I don't remember. But
It was like 2 shows. I went to so the first show was the taping.
the one we went to, he had some technical difficulties. Remember the lights? I don't know if you remember the lights flickered or something. He was like, "What the fuck? Like, are we good?" And
I
then, then he repeated the same joke twice by accident.
Oh yeah, he had to restart, and he did that. Yeah, he did that shit.
He repeated the Starbucks jokes, and he's like, the second time it didn't get any laughs. He's like, "Oh shit, that's not funny." It's because he had said the same joke, again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he must have forgot. Like, he said it in the beginning, and then he said it like towards the middle. He said the same joke again. Like,
It's like it's movie magic, dude. It's Hollywood, man.
yeah, that's crazy. We might have sat next to each other. We'll have to watch it again, and I'll see
We'll
if I can see you.
Pause the trailer. Yeah, you can see me. I was much fatter then though, so.
Like I said, the corner I was in, I'm like off to the right. Like from him, I'm like to the left. So I was like
Okay. Stage right. Wait, no.
stage left.
right.
Stage left.
Yeah, you were on his stage left. So yeah.
I tried to go back and freeze frame to see myself, but it's too many fucking people. It was like
Just looked like everybody else and shit, you know. My girl was the only white person, like.
same with mine, but it was a bunch of Mexican dudes and then hers. I think you could see her a few times, but
Yeah.
without freezing and zooming in. But yeah, it was a fun episode. A fun special.
Yeah, that was fun.
I like him. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
His drug bits where he talks about how like people didn't know he was on drugs. Like, Mom, you didn't notice? Like,
Yeah.
you didn't notice me with I built the fucking crib with my flashlight as a light, my watch as a light,
Yeah.
and I use my finger as a screwdriver.
Yeah. Dude, I listened to a lot of his podcasts and he was a wild guy, you know? He was wild.
I remember there was an episode where he was talking about his drug use and shit. I'm like, God damn, like this guy survived. It's crazy. Some people can do drugs and be fine, and some people you can tell like that motherfucker's a crackhead, you know?
Dude, yeah. I mean, I can see how like he would have been like lit, like, cause back in the day when when he didn't have his long hair, yeah, you can see that motherfucker like a tweaker. I
The,
bet he has like all new teeth.
the first special I saw was on Netflix. Like he didn't film it for Netflix, but Netflix bought it.
Um, uh, they're not gonna laugh at you.
Yeah, that one was funny.
Dude.
He has an HBO special that's hilarious, but like HBO's like put it away in the vault, and like
Yeah.
I keep writing to him like tell him to fucking release that shit. That shit was funny.
That was one of his funniest ones, dude. That was like he was like with him. It's like you don't have to be a Mexican comedian
Yeah.
or a Mexican to enjoy his shit. His jokes are he's just a funny guy.
Yeah, I like his demeanor too. Like
It's like
his delivery is good.
He kind of like and shout out to Sandy. He kind of reminds me like of Sandy, where Sandy just goes up there and he's a character, and anyone can laugh at his shit.
Mhm.
It's not just like oh, like, you know, when your mom's making tamales, you know, no, it's like all around universal. Funny is funny, and that's the main thing. Let's be funny.
I watched that special just before, like a week before my dad passed away. Like
Oh,
that's like the
sorry.
last memory I have of my dad, and like I want to rewatch that shit. And like it was around 4th of July. They released it in July. And we watched it. I used to love watching comedy shows with my dad because he had like a really gay laugh. Like I can't describe his laugh, but his laugh would make you laugh. Like you know when someone laughs and you
Yeah.
can't help it but laugh. Like
Yeah.
watching comedy specials with him was fucking like 10 times better because this fool's fucking laugh. He'd be like covered his try to cover his face and just it was fucking funny. But yeah, I want to rewatch that just because I don't remember. It's been years since I've seen that shit.
Yeah.
He had some good bits on it where he's talking about how his dad came to his house. He shit himself at school and his dad came and spanked him in the ass.
Yeah.
He's like, that's why I don't like sloppy joes.
Yeah. He his specials, like, you know, specials good when you can go back to it and laugh. Like Eddie Murphy
I haven't
has
seen
that.
it in years, and I just quoted some of the bits. Like that's how good it is.
That's
you know?
memorable. The bits need to be memorable, and that's you know, he's one of those guys. Him, I think Todd Barry is another one that's like, you know who that is?
No, I never heard of him.
Dude, check out a special, Spicy Honey. It's on Netflix. Different type of comedian, but just classic, dude. He's so good. But
Have you heard of Ryan Long?
no,
It's a white dude. I'm gonna go see him in March. My friend just got his tickets. That motherfucker's funny.
Yeah.
For a white dude, it's fucking hilarious. I said for a white dude, racist.
racist.
No, I love white comedians. Like Nick Swartzen's my favorite.
I have a lot of white friends. No. I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Loser. Anyway, no, I'm just saying like I feel like each race has their own like styles or whatever, you know, like a lot of Mexicans talk about the whole Mexican you know, like upbringing and shit like that, but like I don't do that. I don't have really a Mexican upbringing, so I don't really
Yeah.
have that, but like Nick Swartzen's hilarious. Like, he talks about his mom being white and country or from back east. Like,
Yeah.
it's just some shit like I don't know anything about that. Just funny to hear about it. Like, he makes fun of his mom's accent and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like pretty funny.
It's like you just have to there has to be like a connection with anything you tell out there. Like it's like when they get too specific, too niche with it, like I don't really
Like
fuck
there's a
with
lot
it.
of Mexican comics where like George Lopez or whatever, all their comedy is about Mexican stereotypes. Like I don't do any of that shit. You know, my shit's kind of universal too. I talk about everything. Like you have to be able to like make everybody connect.
And I don't mind that shit. Like it shit still makes me laugh, but that's not the kind of comic I want to be.
Yeah, same. Like I said, I didn't have that upbringing. Like
You have no choice because you don't
Yeah.
have the upbringing. Yeah.
like I said, my grandma spoke Spanish and my grandpa spoke. They only spoke Spanish to each other. So like around us, as soon as we walk around, they start speaking English. So like
So you can't even understand them and shit.
it's like I lived in a Mexican household, but it was like watered down.
Right. Yeah.
Like my favorite food my grandma used to make was abondigas, and we called them meatballs because
Meat-
we were whitewashed.
Mama, meatballs.
Like all the grandma's meatballs. I have a bit about that. I have a new bit where I talk about my grandma, but my
Do it
grandma
on the pod, bro. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
my
No,
grandma
no.
used to roast me a lot. Like I think that's why I say I feel like I get my sense of humor from her. Like she was cold. Like she shit on me, make fun of me, but like it was all love. Like if you're live in a Mexican household, you have to have tough skin, you
My
know?
my mom, dude, she clowns you for like, dude, she clowned my brother. Oh, it's like one of the biggest laughs to this day. I haven't laughed that hard. We're traveling from Texas to another state, like it was like cross country, and my brother was from California. He was like a little cholo gangster, and he was getting like involved in a lot of shit, and the economy fell in California. We moved to Texas, and for a second they're like, "Why'd you move?" Like they're like, "Why'd you move to Texas, bro? Like what happened? Like
He's like,
are you
he's like, I
snitching?"
got warrants.
Some shit like that, right? So my mom, like we're driving up and we're going to another state to live there, and then my brother goes like, "How come we just don't go back to California?" And my mom was like, "Because you got a bunch of gangsters out there that are gonna beat your ass." And then my brother was like, "Yeah, right." Like this is in Spanish, like. And he goes like,
He
"Yeah,
said,
right."
Charlie.
He was like, "Yeah, right, man. If they see me, they're gonna shit themselves." And my mom was like, "Yeah, shit themselves laughing." Bro, I was in the back seat. I was like, ah, and his homie was there too. We were just like for fucking hours, dude. Just kept fucking my gut was hurting. Like it was like I was laughing so hard, everybody was laughing. My brother's like, "Oh, she got jokes, huh? She got jokes." He's all dry. He's like, "I'll drive this shit right off the road." He's like
Hey,
fucking around.
like I pretty much lived with my grandma for like junior high to high school, and she used to crack jokes on me. And she would tell me like, Andy, you know you got a face only a mother can love. And then she'd look around for my mom. I'm like, oh, good one, grandma.
Oh,
That's why I talk about this in my bit. Or then she'd tell me she thought I was gay for a long time. Like she's
you're
old school.
not? No, I'm gonna.
It's 2024. I'm just kidding. So in high school, she's old school Mexican, right? Like
Right.
Catholic, la la la, like
Yeah.
traditional. In high school, I used to wear all black and I had piercings and I like dye my hair. And she'd be
Yeah.
like, Andy, you're not one of those, are you? I'm like, no, grandma, I'm not gay. Like, I like girls, they just don't like me back. Like, you wouldn't understand, you know?
It's not a fucking phase.
Hey, grandma, it wasn't a phase. I'm still here.
I'm still here
but,
doing it.
but she used to do little things like that, like, oh, you're not one of those, are you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Because I got my piercings and I stretched my ears out. And even I have a friend's dad, too. He's another old school Mexican from the motherland. He started getting not tattoos, but piercings and shit. And I remember going to his house because I had my lips pierced and my ear stretched. He's like, you're not. He's like, you guys are gay or what? Like, you guys are gonna start sucking dick too or what? I was like, oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Like, but he was serious. He wasn't joking around. Like, he thought we were gays because we were getting piercings and dyeing our hair. I'm like,
dude, that reminds me. Like, well, you still have holes in yours?
yeah.
No, they're not that bad. They're not that. I couldn't even tell. Some people have that shit.
Well, mine, I took my time with it. If you go like, if you jump like sizes, then yeah, you can rip it, whatever. But my friends, I'm talking about, his are like, they look like buttholes, but mine healed pretty good. So.
Yeah, when I was living in country ass Texas, dudes that will have that thing, the cartel dudes will go in people's ears and they're like, "What the fuck?" They'll start fingering their ears, like just like no respect, dude. Like no respect of personal boundaries. Like I'm not getting
like,
my shit
they're
pierced.
like, look at these little putillos right here.
Freaking bola de jotos, they call them, you know. But
Yeah.
no, dude. That reminds me of like it reminds me of nothing because I forgot it. But no, it was fuck it, go on.
This is where you do your little static hour edit.
And until I remember, it'll be like 5 minutes. It'll be like, no, what the fuck was I talking about? And then we cut back in. Nah,
You're not high, are you?
no,
You're usually high.
bro. No, I'm fucking haven't slept.
So I said you're on that. I told you once you hit that point of no sleep, you get that like euphoric
No, I'm
high.
euphoric as
Your
hell.
face gets hot and shit.
Yeah, no, I'm vibing, brother.
Hey, let's crack open that wine bottle. I've never had wine.
All right, let's do it. Let's make it interesting now.
Here's the.
Oh, you want me to do it?
I don't know how to open wine bottles.
Oh, bro, you're gonna learn today.
We don't have wine glasses. We have these little cheap.
Hot damn, bro. I'm on a empty.
I got these black cups at Hot Topic.
Huh. You sure you're not one of them fucking?
Yeah, Grandma. Shout out to Grandma. I have a new bit about her. Like I had an old one. I kind of made a new one, but I'm gonna do it in my next show.
Right.
Check out my next show. I don't know how long he's gonna take. He's gonna edit this episode. So
Damn.
I don't know how long. I'm leaving it up to him because his edits are sick. Way better than me. I'm
not gonna edit. I'm gonna put a couple edits, but editing sucks, dude. I love how your podcast comes out because
I do it very simple.
yeah,
I
it's
do
like
it,
oh my god, I
do
wish.
intro, outro, and then I do the little where you add the little Instagram tag.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. I just don't know how to do what you do. That's why my shit's so simple.
Yeah.
Just don't put anything that'll get us flagged. Don't use no.
No, I won't put no copyright
Don't
music.
put no cartoons of The Simpsons in it.
Does that shit gets copyrighted, huh? Even if you put like
And I don't know. I've seen you had like cartoons. and
every one of my videos is copyrighted somehow. It's about the love of the game, not the money, you
well,
know.
don't do this one because I wanna.
No, I know you're actually trying to take it seriously with this whole.
I want this episode to release on both channels.
Okay,
Yeah,
right on.
This episode's gonna be special. It's gonna be released on his and mine. So tune
Bro,
in.
I'm on an empty ass stomach with Red Bull, beet juice.
You're gonna have diarrhea, the Coke diarrhea.
Oh my god. Now I'm definitely peeing blood.
So how do I do this? Am I supposed to smell it or something? Or
Well, oh, salute.
oh
You
god damn, I
fucking
fucked up.
bastard.
Holy shit!
Static hour, baby. You feel the static?
My lips are tingling. It's pretty good.
You're gonna force me to edit this shit as ASAP.
No, this is up to you. I'm not. You can release this whenever you want. Just make it good.
Okay, all right on. Oh, I finally remembered what I was thinking about. You know, like you sure you're not?
One of those.
Yeah. So when I was in Texas and I was like 18, so I was kind of pissed off that we moved from California. I was pissed off. Junior year, I left all my friends. I'm meeting all these country bumpkins. Good people. Shout out Rudy. That's about it. From out there. There's some good people out there, but so to make up for like lost time, I will go to parties and people will be doing like drugs and stuff. They'll be doing ecstasy, coke or whatever. I fucked with a little bit of coke then, but it was like ecstasy was like popping off. '09. This is like when LMFAO.
The rave and stuff like that.
I didn't rave. I'll go to raves, but I wouldn't be like on the lights and stuff. I'll just take it and vibe and just watch everyone trip out.
I've never been to a rave.
But when I was I mean now they look super fucking cool, but I don't know if
The girls in their lingerie and barely naked.
Well, that's why I was going to raves out there in Texas. Like I'm pissed off that I'm in Texas first off. So anything kind of act of rebellion, like I want to make up for lost time, So I'm like, whatever. I'm doing ecstasy. So I was partying with a bunch of girls because I was a California kid. I was a skater. I was like kind of
Was
popular.
it like mid '90s? Remember the movie mid '90s?
No.
You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I seen it.
He's like a little kid. He's at the parties hooking up with chicks and shit.
Well, I wasn't that little, but I was like skinnier then. But I was different. But so I'll be hanging out with a bunch of like hot ass girls doing like ecstasy. And I'll be doing drugs with hot girls, right? And so the whole time I'm doing ecstasy how they do it. So they'll go in the car and they'll be like, they're all rolling and like they blast the heaters and they'll be like, dude, this makes you feel so good.
The heaters sweating your ass off.
Yeah, because they're like, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of see. I'm like, I'm on
Your
ecstasy.
balls are all sticking to your legs.
I'm like, I kind of see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, it feels good. They'll hand you this Vicks fucking nose thing. Is stupid ass shit, right? So I'm learning how to so the heater on, blasting music and heater on, like, oh, it feels so good. I get the homie on one of the other homies who's going to college and he's staying at her dorm, and I hang out with him and I told him about the heater thing. He's like, yeah, no, he's like vibing with it, but he was like my age. So we go to his college dorm and all the people there are like doing ecstasy. We're like, hey, and I tell him like, do you want to go to the car and turn on the heater? And
Like, what are you, gay?
dude, we get one of these frat guys to come with us. Like, yeah, we're gonna go to the car and fucking like check this out. And we go in there and we put some music on and we turn the heater on. And then this dude's back here is like, yeah, this feels bomb. It's like, what, we're gonna pull out our dicks and start jerking off? What's going on here? And I realized I've been partying like fucking like a bitch.
Like
you
a
know?
bitch.
Like, oh, it's my bad.
I thought he was gonna be like, it fucking smells like balls in here. What does
No.
the heat do? It just gives you like sensation in your body.
It probably did nothing, dude. It was
There's
just a
some-
bunch of
Hey,
dumbass
she's like,
girls.
she's probably like, let's fuck with this guy. Let's turn on the heater.
Nah, dude, they were fucking dead serious
I
about
hate
that.
the heat. Like when I'm driving the car, like I can't have the heater on my face. Like when the heat's in my face, I have to turn it away. Like, it bothers me when I drive. I don't like heat on my face.
Well, I don't like it.
I don't like my balls sticking to my legs.
I don't like putting the heater towards my face because I always have my directions like
Yeah.
right there and it gets the phone hot. because I literally need directions everywhere I go. I have a bad
Same.
sense of fucking
Same, like I'll
direction.
drive to my girl's grandma's house every year, and I still every year I'm like, once we get off the freeway, I don't know where the fuck I'm
Yeah.
going.
They're like, go up go up the freeway and then go down. I'm like, bitch.
How long did it take you to get here?
Dude. Oh yeah, I was telling Andy, I was like, dude, I'm gonna get there like at 5:30, dude, cause my direct, I was like, it was like 4 o'clock, it was like 3 something. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get there at 5:30. There must be fucking traffic. I had my GPS set to Topanga Canyon for some fucking reason, and so I was like, but it took me like 40 minutes.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but it was saying like an hour and a half, and I was like, damn, dude, I'm gonna be all late.
And then when you called me, I was like, oh, he's gonna cancel. You started talking about your cat, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I fucking no disrespect, but I hate fucking cats. We used to have a cat. He was a little asshole. My
All right, guys. This has been the conclusion. No, I'm kidding. No.
no, just this one. Like everybody has a cat who's an asshole. Like
Right,
I'm
right.
sure one of your pair of cats is an asshole. You can't be around people.
Shirley, little fucking bitch.
Everybody has this. You go to their house and like the cat's hiding under the bed. Like my girl, when I first met her, she had a cat that would just stay underneath their parents' bed. Like it
Oh.
wouldn't come out. Like that's where it lived. It was its own little fucking corner. But we bought this cat. He was a little boy kitten. He was neutered. Everything was fine. And then like about 6 months in, he just became fucking feral. Like he would just attack out of nowhere.
Oh
Like,
wow.
my daughter was probably like 4 at the time. She'd just be walking down the hallway and he would just pounce on her, just fuck her up. And then
Fuck her up.
like she'd have scratches all over her body. Like he would fuck her up.
Sorry
Like,
to laugh, but
I'm saying he was an asshole. Like or like I'd be sleeping and like he would attack me in my sleep.
oh, that's
Like
fucked.
a couple times, like you know if your feet ever stick out underneath the blanket,
They'll
he
fucking.
would fucking bite my toes like hardcore. So you're dead asleep. All of a sudden, like the fucking cat bit my toe. One time it was bleeding like a motherfucker, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this
That's
cat?
a fucking menace, dude.
But like I said, people are like, oh, it's all about the owner. I'm like, no, like we never abused him. We fed him. We loved him.
was it a kitten or was it already a
No,
cat?
He grew up. We bought him as a kitten. He was like,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
he was like a newborn. Like whenever you can physically buy them, like where they.
That's how they're raised. No, I'm kidding. No.
It was just him. I think it was by himself. He's probably losing his mind. You know, like maybe you bought a second cat to entertain
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
but I don't know. We got rid of him. I couldn't handle him anymore. He was just violent. He would just attack people for no reason. Like we
Right.
couldn't even have people over because he would just attack you. You couldn't.
Did you spade him or
Yeah,
neuter him?
yeah, he came neutered. Like we bought him from the shelter, so
Oh,
like
shit.
they're already neutered. Because I don't know what was
Cat
wrong
from
with him.
hell, dude.
He was a demonic cat. Well, like I said, cats are feral. They're not meant to be pets. They will kill. They're killers, you know.
Yeah, well, that's why I like cat. Look, here's the reason why I like cats. Same reason why I don't have kids is because if you can't.
All right, this is the conclusion
Is
of the Crimson
Touche.
Comedy Show.
No, but this is my logic is if you don't have like a yard or the time to walk it, like I'm not saying like you don't have to.
Walk a cat.
No, a dog.
Oh, you said cats.
Well, no. Okay, so the reason I fuck with cats is or the reason I don't have kids or dogs is because a dog gets sad when you don't give it attention. It needs to be walked. It needs so much attention and love.
Like babies.
If your little dogs ran out, the chances of it surviving, it's fucking slim to none. But if my cat fucking escapes, it
Okay,
has a fighting chance.
So then why did you wait till 5 in the morning looking for him knowing he's gonna be fine? He probably would have came back with another cat, made a friend and shit.
Not even, dude. Nah, cause I let that happen one time in the fucking
What are your cats' names?
Mojo, the little bastard that escaped earlier today, and Shirley.
Is that Mojo from Austin Powers?
No, it's Mojo from you ever seen the episode of The Simpsons where he gets a monkey? This is where I'll edit the Simpsons and fuck up this whole copyright.
Dude,
No, but it's a monkey. Homer gets a pet monkey and it's Mojo, and he's like, pray for Mojo. Like, come on, Mojo, do your happy dance. And he's in a diaper dancing and shit.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Mojo from Austin Powers when he loses his mojo.
Yeah, well, it's from The Simpsons, but Mojo's magic. He's a magic.
My cat's name was Mitch. He was named after the Mitch from Suicide Silence. He had just passed away around
Wow.
that time. So I named him Mitch the Metal Kitty. And he was fucking metal. He gave a fuck, man. That fool was an asshole.
Well, there you go, man.
He
You named him after a metal fucking.
He would turn on me
rock star.
sometimes. Like, you know, like, have you ever seen those videos where there's like a dude would be like changing the cat box and all of a sudden the cat would just fucking go fucking crazy and attack him?
Yeah.
Like, I would be in the kitchen and all of a sudden he'd be like,
Oh,
like,
my.
and like, And I had to like pet him, like it's me, it's Andy, like
Yeah.
try to calm him down, and like if he would see fucking red and just want to attack. I had no idea what was wrong with him, but
Yeah, no, that sounds like a fucking demon cat, dude. I don't know.
like I said, everybody has a cat like that. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you own cats, one of them is an asshole. Like
Well, my cat Shirley, she's not an asshole. She's a bitch in terms of like she's cuddly. Like if she was here, right, she'll walk right up to it and she'll lay on your feet and give her your stomach so you can pet it.
my cat used to knead my stomach, like just fucking
Oh, that's
do
fun.
that little like they're kneading the
I
dough.
love
You
that
just
shit.
like stick your foot or his feet in your gut.
No, but this bitch won't come when we have food for her. Like, all right, come get food. The Mojo will come and sit down. She will be like on the couch. Come here, and we'll put it to her nose to smell it. And like, come on, and she would just stay there, and then we'll have to walk it over, put it to where she's at, set it down, and then she'll smell it, eat a couple bites, and then just fucking like what a
That's
like
another thing about the cats. Unless the bowl was full, he wouldn't eat it. Like if he ate a little bit and say it's half full,
eh.
he wouldn't eat unless I had to fill the bowl up. He just sit there and
Oh,
cry. So I had to fill the bowl to the top and then he would eat.
cats be tripping, man.
Like he was an asshole too. Like I always changed his box out and then he would piss in front of the door for no reason. Like
What? Nah, see, yeah, no, that's okay.
I'm telling you, he was an asshole.
That's one fucking fucked up cat. That's like you can't take
I
you
told
can't.
you, I got him from the shelter. That's why fuck that. Never again.
Yeah, man. That was a fucking demon cat, dude.
And then we moved here and we got fucking French rats. They're assholes too. Like chew up everything, fucked up our
Do they
couches.
fart a lot or
Oh,
something?
my oldest one does. Luna, the bigger
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
She'd be sitting there and she'd be like loud, like, ugh, you little shit. And then right in
Yeah.
your face, they like to lay
yeah.
on the back of the couch and they'll just put their ass in your face and and they stink like a grown man.
And you have a problem with cats, huh?
Hey, I'm done with pets. Once these dogs go, I tell my kids, like, get a fish or something. I'm done.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because with the cat, now the dogs are fine. They just like you said, they're like babies. You got to fucking feed them, bathe them, take them out for walks. They always got some rash or some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I always got to buy some. I'm always at the vet buying some medication for something.
yeah. Yeah, fuck all that, dude.
So this is the last
I
pets.
I don't even buy medication for myself, dude.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
No, I used to go to the vet, and every time I go to the vet, I feel like I'd be going to the auto shop. Like, oh, well, you need a new filter, a new this. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you need a new air filter. Be like, bitch.
this is a dog. No, so I eventually started Googling remedies, like
Right.
certain shampoos to use, certain food to use, because they would just like they just want to charge you. They'd be like, oh, she's due for a shot. I'm like, you just want to come charge me for something. So like,
Mhm.
I take them for the shots and that's it. If anything else, I'll figure it out.
Like, how much is a shot? I better get one too, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
No, I pay for a monthly fee where it covers all their shots. So it's like a $50 a month, and it covers all their vaccines. for the
That's
whole year.
$50 that could have gone to gas.
Exactly.
Could go to Mike.
But their shots are needed, so fuck it, because they got to be around other dogs. If they are, like, we could take them to walk. They can get sick, so we gotta stay on top of that shit. So
Yeah.
especially if they bite somebody, then you're gonna get sued if they're not up to date on other shots.
Like, I'm very surprised how you're able to do like so much like, well, you do comedy, right? But like to juggle like kids, dogs, work.
It's not.
You don't, right?
That's why you rarely see me. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
those fools that do it 3 to 5 days a week, I can't do that. I don't have time.
That's gonna be me this year because
You're
I'm no
free.
longer with my girl, but
I'm free.
free.
Oh,
Just start fucking crying and shit.
No, trust me, it's hard. Like everybody always tells me, "Oh, how come you're not out more?" Like I got shit to do, man.
Yeah,
How come,
you gotta
like,
you gotta handle priorities. That's what it was with me with my girl for the longest. Was like I said, my truck took a shit, and that put me back. That kind of put like a sour taste on me and my girl for comedy because like I didn't have a car. She'll have to drive me to work because I was trying to do a freaking gig, right? And so for the longest, it was like, well, my day off, it's her day off. Am I gonna drag her to a comedy show or am I gonna do something with her? Sometimes she'll come to my book shows, but to an open mic, it'll be like, why do I need to go?
yeah,
And then if I do drag her, like, and if I do go, I'm vibing. I stay out till like 12, come back, and it's like there's the whole day, and it's like I didn't spend it with my girl. So she's kind of like, she's like, oh, well, comedy's more important. I'm like, well, fuck it.
that's why I when I go out, my time is valuable. Like I have to fucking go up. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
better not go to a mic and they don't call you. That shit
I've
fucking
seen you.
sucks.
I've seen you pissed at the Ontario Improv,
Yeah, that's what
bro.
I'm saying. Like my time is valuable, so when I go out, I better fucking go on. But I have gone where I didn't get called, and it's fucking annoying, you
Oh,
know.
make a day of it, dude.
But I still go to shows and shit. But like I don't do 3 to 5 a week. I'll
Well,
do,
do 2 in a day.
I guess,
You want to know how?
go to the 3 Iron. Go
You can
to
go. You can hit 3
I
iron.
love 3 Iron. Shout out to Adrian.
Adrian Lopez and Juan Cias. Juan Cias, he got me one of my like first couple shows.
The Undertaker. He told me, he asked me if I want to do a show there. I just never went about. He's like, hey, you should come down
He's a
sometime.
great guy, hell of a comic. Juan Cias, shout out, good guy. I don't see him as much as I would like to, but he's a
Hey, but
fucking
this
hell of a guy.
this last year I kind of slacked off on doing shows, but this year I want to get back out there. Like
They're-
my daughter's about to be 16, so she can legally babysit. So I'm about
Yeah.
to be out there, homie, because I that's why I started doing the podcast so I could still be doing comedy.
Right.
Because it ain't just about doing stand up. You got to do stand up, podcasts, skits. Like you just cannot do stand up only.
Like with me, like for the longest I was doing memes. Like I was running this.
Who do you think you are, Leo?
Leo makes memes?
He has like a fake profile or something that.
Oh, he
it's
has a
like
burnt-
it's like a meme page.
I have a meme page, a very popular meme page, but I'm not putting that out there because
I feel like memes are just something personal you send to friends now. Like posting a meme, nobody cares.
well, I have so many memes that I want to make, but it's just like, do I want to attach that to my? Because some of them are just like super silly, like
They're racist.
not racist, but it's just like for me, I love Black Twitter. Like I love Black Twitter memes. I love like World Star, like
I used to watch World Star like the news, but
oh my
the way
god,
the website
this
changed,
is 50. Yeah, no, it's no longer the same.
I don't like it anymore. I used to literally watch it every day.
The guy got arrested or some shit, and then the original
I
guy.
thought he died.
Oh yeah, he died, and now it's like sold off. Some other guy got do it for state. That was another meme page that showed a bunch of college.
You remember Live Leak?
Oh yeah,
That was the shit, and they shut it. I used to religiously watch Live Leak and World Star every fucking day.
Live Leak is nuts though, because not Live Leak. You go on that shit, dude. There's porn, there's beheadings, and then there's fucking like
I posted a meme recently. It was like, oh, in the 90s watching Rotten.com.
yeah.
I used to watch that shit, and it used to make me sick to my stomach. Like the the fucking Afghanistan beheadings. Like
Oh
I was
no.
like 11 years old watching this. I'm like, what am I doing? Like I feel sick to my stomach. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like
I
this.
can't even think about it now. It just
I can't believe no. We'll watch like I would watch that shit. I know my girl, my ex. I keep saying my girl. She's still a good friend of mine. We're
Hey,
very.
me and my girl were separated for almost a year, and we got back together.
There you go.
You can.
You're saying there's a chance,
I'm
man.
saying like things will work out if they work out. You know.
I think she's excited, and I'm excited.
Listen,
But
if you need a break, trust me, I've been with my girl for like 18, 19 years. Like, it's been rough. It ain't easy, but if it's worth it, you'll find a way to figure it out.
well, now that we're on a break, that's what I'm like. I'm going into comedy full
Hey,
steam
that's
ahead.
when me and my girl were separated. I was mic'd every
Right.
night, but like I said, I wanted my family back. You know, I miss my kids. And
Oh yeah, dude. When you have kids, it's like a whole different level.
but like I said, I'm not in a race. I'm not even 2 years into comedy. I will make time when I make time.
You're
you know?
you're doing it. Like you said, like you have to keep yourself busy, like doing memes, podcasts, creating content, whatever you got to do to keep the comedy mind working. Keep that
So
shit. 'Cause-
listen, I do this or right. If I can't make to a mic, I'm doing here. We're
Yeah.
creating content here. You know. Like,
yeah, no, exactly. That's kind of what was my mentality where when I started the podcast, I was like, you know what, like I know these we all hang out, we all talk, we all vibe, we all get shit. It's like let me just capture it. My podcast went from like the first episode trying to just solo trying to showcase my personality and shit, and then
I don't think I want to do a solo ranting one. But I don't know. Like, I'd have to have like a list of topics to talk about. You know,
the
like,
first episode I ever did, that was 1 hour of me, no cuts. That was like the one episode, no cuts, just me rambling from the top of the dome, and I haven't done that since. So
I could do that, but I'd have to have an agenda of what I'm gonna talk about.
yeah, I kind of had that. I had it was audio, so I kind of had like bullet points, but yeah, no, you just you have to keep your mind. Oh, speaking of rotten, I forgot about that. So my ex, she worked at the Ontario Improv, and she got fired because she was when you walk in the Ontario Improv, the people that you check in
The door. Oh, the
the box
the
office.
ticket sellers. Yeah.
Yeah, the box office. She was one of the box office people. She was on Rotten.com, and the manager walked up behind her.
I think you told me about this, or you
Yeah,
might have talked about it in your comedy bit, right? Do you
yeah.
have a bit about it?
I think I told her on a podcast
I
before.
I, I might have heard it
Yeah,
somewhere.
so she got fired from the Ontario Improv for looking
What
at
was
her.
she looking at? Fucking
Rotten.com,
bangs.
you choose your pick, bro. Could have been looking at anything, but they were not fucking with it.
She's like, this bitch is crazy.
I mean, we were all crazy if we're looking at that shit back in those days.
That's cool that she worked there. She never did comp.
She should. She really should because uh uh with her, we will make each other laugh. Like she's very funny. We will have like a good like shout out to her. Like we'll have like a good back and forth where like you ever seen Kings and Queens
Yeah, yeah,
or like Everybody Loves Raymond, how Deborah and Raymond or like Doug and his girl,
yeah. Mm.
how they'll go back and forth and it's just like zingers zingers. That's how me and my girl were. So I was always like we're always trying to one up. I'll get bits like I forget what bits she gave me. Not gave me, but she came up with it. It's like I'm gonna make that into a bit. She's like, don't make that into a bit
I,
and
I
watch me.
I have a bit where my girl went and got tattoos, and she was telling me some stupid fact about tattoos, and I turned into a bit, but I don't say it's her. But like, I have a lot of my bits are about her, like just the stupid shit she does or says.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need someone like your muse or whatever, like
You need to bounce you need someone to bounce ideas off of, so
yeah, like she said she thinks she's funnier than me. I was like, okay, that's funny, but like I'll go all right, go get a microphone, go do some stand up. It is
right.
not fucking easy. Like for people who think it's easy, it's not. There's people like we watch Kill Tony, they're like, oh, I've been doing this 7 years and they're dog shit. Like it ain't easy. There's people in their fucking minds they think, oh, like maybe because your friends laugh. Like nah, like this shit is not easy at all. It's hard to write. It's hard to come up with new shit. It's hard to be consistent and like to get a real crowd to laugh is not fucking easy.
Like dude, I seen like how they say like there's always one person that's the funniest in the group and that's why they become a comedian. Like, yeah, but funny is funny, right? My girl, everywhere she went, like I will try to be funny. She
She'd
was
be
funnier
funny.
than me, dude. With her family, she'll crush. With her friends, she'll crush. I'll be trying to do jokes. I'll get a laugh, but then she comes in and bro, she's like,
So what? Get her to do comedy. You guys have something in common.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to like. I never thought I'll have like a Jerry and Elaine thing going on with like one of my exes, but I feel like that's what we are because we have the two cats. She has to do my taxes. Fucking
Hey,
wash
like I
her.
said, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Like trust me and my girl were separated for almost the whole year, so
If
I
it,
fucking hated her, and then now we're back and I'm paying her bills.
yeah. If it's a year, dude, I'm gonna get so much done. Like,
I
but
thought you
yeah,
said dome. I'm like, oh yeah,
I'm gonna get so much
yeah,
dome from fucking random
yeah. When
groupies,
I did
dude.
comedy, I did comedy full throttle, and I had just out doing whatever I wanted. But like I said, I missed my family, and I had to come home.
Yeah.
And
Well, if this is any indication, I hit two mics yesterday, didn't sleep, and now I'm here doing a comedy podcast. So I'm fucking going all in, dude.
you're doing the Static Hour and the Crimson Comedy
And
Show
Chris, dude,
special.
I'm fucking double dipping every fucking day, bro. I'm drinking wine and
Hey,
beet juice, baby.
hey, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking good. My lips were a little tingly. I'll have some more when we're done.
How much you got in there left,
It's empty. I drink it all.
bro? When we're done,
Well, whatever. Here,
whatever, bro. This is your glass.
that's my plastic cup from Hot Topic.
This guy.
Anyways, we're like an hour and 30 in, so
Oh,
you're
fuck, dude.
see that's what I like about comedy. Like, see, I could sit here and just shoot the shit with people. Just like when C's was here, I had to shut it down too. I'm like, we're going overboard. Even after he left, I mean, after we ended, we talked for like another 30 or 40 minutes. I'm like, fuck, we should have had this recording. But
Yeah.
that's why I love podcasts is where you can come on, can shoot the shit, and then get to know each other. Like, it's fucking beautiful. I love comedy. Thank you for coming, Rick. Hey, follow me on Instagram, AndyC_comedy. Follow the Crimson Comedy YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and then Rick.
Bravo X Comedy on Instagram, Bravo X Comedy on YouTube. That's where you can find all the Static Hour episodes and future content and memes. And yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I have some big things coming up in the near future. I have oh yeah, stay tuned for this documentary I've been working on. Uh, it's not a documentary. It's like a capturing like I don't it. Stay tuned. It's coming out. It's a lot of shit happened this past year. Kind of got behind. Fuck that
Hey,
last
but
shit.
thanks for having my first ever mashup, or what do you call this?
Crossover episode.
This is the Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers. I'm the Ninja Turtle since I have the big back, and you're the Red Ranger.
Hey man,
What Ninja Turtle eats pizza? Is it Donatello?
I don't know. I think fuck. I don't know, dude.
Well, I have a Ninja Turtle thing there. Anyways, whatever Ninja Turtle eats pizza, that's me. Anyways, thank you guys. Thanks for having me, Rick. I'm
Uh,
so fucking glad to be on the Static Hour finally.
oh, dude, thanks for having me on your
The
on the
Crimson
Crimson in your humble abode right here at the Crimson
Comedy
Comedy
Show.
Show. But yeah, dude, it was fun.
All right, thanks for the wine. I've never had wine before. It's pretty good.
Hey man, that's all yours, brother.
Remember in South Park, they're like, "How will we drink our wine?"
Yeah.
the Canadians.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Canada. We're coming for you. America's about to take over.
Yeah. Welcome welcome to the
Welcome to
revolution,
America.
baby. Welcome to the revolution.
All right. Good night, guys.
Salute.
Thanks for coming, Rick.
Cheers.